please. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Aguilar has it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense.
Gordon. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins completes it to Aguilar. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tight right. 3 down. Check. Cross. Hey, flip him.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing. Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's caught by Aguilar. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. McCrane able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Mike 57. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Henry pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 57. Mike, 57.
On 1st down, Darnold. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
25, check 25.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check 24. And 80.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the slant. No 80. Mike's 57. Red 80. Come on, D. Watch twist. Watch that.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal.
Come. Eyes up. I got him. On me.
Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, here we go,
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Marvin Jones, 93 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because The normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Darnold. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Kill. Young lady. 58's the money.
Darnold from the red zone now.
I can't believe
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Motion. Hey, lady, put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. 57 the mic. You ain't doing nothing, young lady. You ain't doing nothing today. Tight dog. 57's my dad.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joseph now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming up to you.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
57. It's just me. Showing it. 57's the mic. Watch 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He completes it to Boyd.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Go. Guys, it's game situation.
Darnold on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Titans have taken the lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, 59, 59. Check.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
50 seconds.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. And now running right through it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it again with Henry, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack on first down, Cousins sets up the screen to Gordon. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Now Cousins. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's that? 57's Mike. Watch the road. Lady. Slam.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
57. Small. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming. The lady. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Hey, hey, orbit.
Darnold from the gun. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. George Kittle, an even 90 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Darnold. He completes it to Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Darnold completes it. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, it's Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, high 7. Pick it up. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Zebra. Hey, dude. Mike, check. 59. It's a party now. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike.
One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move